What up, VC? Kieran here, NeedleGroove, back for another video. This time I'm going to do a video on reissues, soul, funk, a little bit of jazz, Latin stuff. Some reissues I picked up. My favorite store here in Montreal. This is stuff I picked up a while ago on Record Store Day. So my favorite store here in Montreal on Record Store Day. I walk in looking for a few Record Store Day records, and I start looking through the soul section and see that there's just tons of reissues that have been marked down 50% off. So I'm not normally looking for reissues, not anymore. When I first started buying records, I didn't know anything about collecting, about digging, so I was just kind of buying reissue here and there because that's what was, you know, the cheap records. But so now I don't buy them as much, or I don't look for them as much. But what, for $5, $6, $7 a record, I couldn't say no. I picked up a bunch of stuff that I didn't know anything about. I looked it up a bit online, so I'm going to share those records with you. They're all amazing. I'm not going to talk too much about the music. I want to try to keep this video a bit shorter than the last one, and I'll show you the labels. So you can see a lot of these are some obscure labels that I've never heard of. That's cool for me. If you guys know about the labels, let me know if you have any of their stuff or any type of information at all. So first one is not, I keep saying is not on a rare label. It's on Fantasy. Natural Essence, In Search of Happiness. These are all still in the shrink, and they still have the price tag on them. I haven't taken it off. Like I said, I got these in April. So this is Nat Adderley, Natural Essence, In Search of Happiness. This is a jazzier one. I picked a couple from the jazz section. I couldn't get them all. There were so many records, 50% off. And I still see some of them. They're still hanging around. They left them at that price. So this is kind of some spiritually soulful, funky, groovy. This has it all. Nat Adderley, Earl McIntyre. I don't know anyone else on here. Yvonne Fletcher. There's vocals on here. It says back cover photos, Les McCann. So you have photos of all the people there. You see Nat Adderley at the top. This is good. Oh, I wanted to say, I did on my last video, I have a blog that I don't really use called NeedleGroove. And instead of needle dropping, because my new setup isn't really ideal for needle drops, I posted all the YouTube videos, or as many as I could find for the albums in my video. I did that on the last one, Jazz Digs. So let me know if you guys like that. If you check it out, please do. Let me know what you think, so you can hear the music that I'm talking about. Some great music. I love discovering music. That's why I watch these videos, is to discover new music. So check it out. I've posted all the YouTube videos in a blog post. I put the link at the bottom of my last video, Jazz Digs. I'll do the same for this one. I'll put links to the songs, to a song per album, or all the ones I can find. Next one, Hugh Brody and the Real Thing. This is incredible. This is a more expensive record. I don't even think there's one. There's one for sale on Discogs. It's a few $100s. This is some funky, soulful jazz, but not the cheesy kind. This is awesome. Like, look at those pictures. You know that's gonna be good. This is on Keba Records. Never heard of that. What was the song I was listening to before? Cornbread and Beans. I love songs about food. So I'll just show you the labels. Never seen that before. Keba. I think it's very rare. You won't find an original. If you find a reissue, pick it up. It's worth it. So all this stuff, I mean, if they're reissue, rare albums are reissued, you know they're generally good. Someone's reissuing them for a reason. I'm not saying that everyone is good, but it depends on your taste, right? So in every genre. This is one I did do a blog post about, which I don't do very often, but I like sharing music, so this is my new way of sharing music, I guess, is these videos. This is African Music Machine. I think this is a compilation of Blackwater Gold is the name of the real album. I believe this is a compilation. This is a gatefold, actually. I haven't opened it up. It's in the shrink still. I'll show you the label. It's Green Soul Power Records. I don't know if that is an original label or if that's who reissued it. The style looks like it's from the 70s. So most of this stuff is all 70s that I bought. 70s funk and soul and stuff. This is some good funky music. Check that out. This is much smoother soul. George Scott, Find Someone to Love, indeed. Look at that picture. This is someone I couldn't find out much about him. Very simple back cover. Maple Records. Anyone know anything about Maple Records? Distributed. All Platinum Records is who distributes it. That's Maple Records. Find Someone to Love. I did a blog post about that one as well, so check it out, NeedleGroove.com. There's not much there. I was just kind of playing around. The Brockingtons. One of the first records I bought when I was buying reissues a few years ago when I started buying records was Julius Brockington, Sophisticated Funk. So I saw this and picked it up. I don't know if it's his wife. It looks like the way they're hugging, or if what the family connection is there. Look at that though. This is good. Today Records, another one I've never heard of. I'm sure you guys, some of you in the VC, know that. It's nice with the reissues. I mean, you get the original labels. Some of the vinyl is actually really nice, you know, 180 gram press, or sometimes you buy reissues and they're crap, but hey, for $5-6 I'm not going to complain. This is an awesome cover, Wild Magnolias. This is some New Orleans funk. See them dressed up in their Indians, well, in the Indian gear. I don't know too much about the history of New Orleans. I watched Treme, so that's about the extent of my knowledge with the rituals they do there around Mardi Gras and stuff. But this is heavy. This is some good funk. This label is, oh, Polydor, yeah. We all know that. That's nothing special. James Brown, 70s. Put you back later. Another funky one. Fabulous Counts, Jan Jan. See that? What's the price on that? Cost me $7.50. It's an expensive one. Not a rare label. Cotillion. Does anyone know, is that related to Atlantic because of the way stereo is written and SD? Those are Atlantic markings. That's what the label looks like on that one. Like I said, all the music is good. If I'm showing it here, it's because it's good. So check out the link below for NeedleGroove.com. If you want to hear these records, I definitely suggest you go check them out. I'll just show you what I got quickly. Willie and the Mighty Magnificents. This one's on All Platinum Record Company. This one, the famous song, I think, is Funky Eight Corners. On the back it says, "This is by far the greatest group you've ever seen." I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's dope. That's what the All Platinum looks like. Not too exciting a label, but a great record. This one I actually didn't get on sale. I bought it around the same time. I don't know. I wasn't buying reissues, but I saw one and I said, I haven't bought one in a while. Let me get something. You know, sometimes you dig, you don't find anything too exciting. So the exciting records, especially here in Montreal, you just don't find them. That's just the Green Capital label. But a great record. Listen to this. This is the real thing. Real fine, funky hard driving, up-tempo, contemporary, down-home, nitty-gritty, solid soul from Muscle Shoals and Memphis. Does that make you want to listen to it? Or what? Come on. This has Harold Johnson on it. I don't know if that's the same Harold Johnson as Harold Johnson's Sextet. I think that's what it's called. I shared it in my first video, but I love that record. Okay, a couple Waxpoetics releases. This one is, I feel like maybe people know about him and I just was in the dark, but Regional Garland. It's called Mixed Sugar. It's a compilation of all his work, or the most of it, collected works, double LP. This one comes with a booklet. This is the music ranges from his early stuff, which I guess is more gritty, raw soul, or more soulful. And then there's some funky stuff. I guess it goes from like this, maybe late 60s or 70s until the 80s, so more disco-y stuff. But this is good. Waxpoetics, I mean, if there's a reason they're putting stuff out. This is the booklet. It's actually pretty cool. So you have some newspaper stuff and some history, and then they show you the actual 45s, which is cool. So, you know, Waxpoetics, they do great stuff. I collect the magazines. Maybe one day I'll do a video about Waxpoetics, the magazines I have and books of theirs. Another Waxpoetics, sorry, I'm saying Waxpoetics. Why am I saying Waxpoetics? I mean Now Again Records, which is Egon. I don't know why I'm saying Waxpoetics. I do have a few Waxpoetics releases, but it's Now Again Records, Egon of Stone's Throw. I almost had you guys on the wrong path there, but hey, caught myself. Now Again Records. So they do great stuff, but I do also collect Waxpoetics magazines. So this is Lost Dark Soul Funk Masterpiece. It's actually what's playing in the background from Hampton, Virginia High School, Champions of Pepsi's New Sounds of 1972 Challenge. So you got covers of Isaac Hayes, Bill Withers, and some originals. This is, I mean, I'm not showing you the label on this. It's on the table, but it's just a Waxpoetics. It's just a Now Again label. This is good. Now Again Records, man, they do great stuff. Egon. Okay, couple Latin records. Joey Pastrana. I don't know a lot about Latin music. I don't have a lot of it, but I like it. It's just a whole other world, right? There's a whole other world. This is awesome. Awesome. It says limited to 1,000. I don't know if I believe. Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't even notice. 571 of 1,000. I don't know if that's this reissue or what, but I love this record. The label is Cotique. Anyone have a deep Latin, soul, funky Latin music collection? I'd love to see what you guys got on that. This I like. Check that out. This is another, I think it's Latin. Maybe not. I don't know what it is. Alibaba is Luis Ramirez. I mean, when you see, come on, which way am I going? That is, this is another one, the track Ungawa. I'll put that video up for you guys. That's awesome. This is Fania Records. Whew. This is more Latin stuff. Like I said, love to get Latin soul jazz. Last one, this one is not a reissue. It's an original of a 2000 something, maybe 2000, between 2006 and 2010, I'm not sure, record of Latin soul band. I knew nothing about it, but it was also 50% off, and this you guys have to listen to. If you like groovy music, the Latin vibe, you need to check out Setenta. So support them. I'm so glad I found this. This is just like positive, fun, funky, just makes you smile, makes you want to move. It says an amazing Latin soul masterpiece. It's a funky Latin combo of 7 musicians based in Paris. Yeah, it says lots of stuff on here, but here it says a few successful 7-inch vinyl in the Latin club scene all over the world. Here comes the highly anticipated album, including Modern Boogaloo, Parisian Mambo, Funky Plena, Cha-Cha Soul, and Funky Tumbao. This is worth picking up. Unfortunately, it came with an MP3 download card that was no longer valid because I guess this has been sitting in the record store for years. But just like all of these, I guess that's why they were 50% off, because they just need to move through some stock, which I was very happy and fortunate to come across. So yeah, that's that. I might do another one of these. That's most of the 50% off ones I got. There's a couple other ones I have hanging around, but that's the bulk of it. I might do another reissue video, show some other reissues that I have in soul music, and just share the music that I love. You know, I do have more stuff to share. It's only my 3rd video. I'm constantly buying more records, but I have records to show that are already in my collection over the past few years. So, like I said, check out NeedleGroove.com. I'll put the link to all these songs, so let me know what you guys think. It's some great music. I hope you guys like it, and I look forward to reading your comments. Peace.